What a month, dear YouTube friends! Today we are in a new video, and friends, we have become irrevocable with the MiniShori account. In fact, here we have the video of how he finished defeating the collector. Don't worry, I will bring you a video of how to explain and how to kill the collector. And you are already seeing how we are becoming reclaimable. We are there waiting, and we are going to read the video comic that they usually give us. In this way, we are already unreclaimable. We have already accessed a series of improvements that we will later see in the account itself. We have a fairly massive opening, and we are also going to talk about the master's degrees because I have not spent a single master's point until I got to you. So in this case, a little offer comes up, we pass, and there we have checkmate, brother, and in the hands of your beloved aspirant. What a most interesting turn of events. Now aspirant kills him. That's enough. Grandmaster, we have defeated the collector. Follow your rules of the game. We defeated the characters. The freedom you promised you won with the old rules, the corrupt rules devised. For my brother, basically the Grandmaster seems to be going to regain his power in battle. The truth is, the Battle of Superiors is about to begin. Be glad that you are still part of it. Even after having disobeyed my orders, and now it would be good to tunnel. It seems that in defeat you have awakened a little mercy in your former prisoners. How touching. You know, I had my reasons for taking the battle. Indeed, I paid a high price for it for your reasons, but I'm not complaining. In a way, my tests define what I am today. That's what the Grandmaster says, which we'll call the collector tied up there. It's nothing personal, brother. You've made a good move, but you're playing in another league, a pawn turned king for a short time. Stay out for this round and let me teach you how to play. You may learn something while your stupid collection gathers dust, so they are already introducing us to the next, so to speak, character that we should be killing in the games themselves. Okay, now yes, let's move on to the game so that you can see that I am irrevocable and you a little bit that has been unlocked for us thanks to being unclaimable. Okay, friends, there you are already seeing my account, how irrevocable we are. I am still in the same alliance as always, that at the moment it is bearing fruit for me, it is advancing according to my account. And you are seeing that we have not done much in terms of ascensions either, simply to rank 4 as you saw in the previous video to Kid B, Sopa rank 3, Galaxy is still in rank 5, and Nick Fury in rank 4. These are my characters with which I have become irrevocable veil now. What has been unlocked for us because it is unclaimable? Well, basically, we have already unlocked the daily super event, which basically comes to take away the individual missions. For example, ascents that we have been seeing from Sans, etc. So it turns it into a super more event that is simpler, so to speak, to be able to claim some pretty big prizes such as that Resu, that Orb of Life, those thousands of 7 out of 6 star chipmunks. Sorry, and that later. We can also select the 7 in the latter. Basically, for those of you who are new only to the daily super win, you have to do fights, and you would already be having characters playing with different game modes, and you will be earning these points and being able to select these prizes. That the truth is quite big. But friends too, what have we been unlocking? As you can see, we have another event mission without individual battlefields. We see a new game mode unlocked that right now I do not recommend that you invest any time in it. No games or anything like that, because friends, I have been trying it, and basically they are only trying it once, okay, but they are messing me with people who have characters, outrageous things, as you are already seeing. I've had to fight a good one, he with a Baron Chimo against Mikor, and I with a 4-star, with him against Mr. Negative, just like round 2, me with a Scorpion against a Storm, and Bullseye against a Sauron. So in the end, they are. The battlegrounds are a little disorganized in terms of pairing, so I don't recommend that you get involved, okay, because otherwise you are going to be left very behind, and it is going to be frustrating you. In fact, those are the most important improvements that we have unlocked, being unclaimable. There you are seeing it, unlocking the Grandmaster's Crystal, and very importantly also unlocking the relics, friends. We have a new way to get characters, so to speak. We are going to go to fighters because we have relics here and there. And we are already seeing that I opened 3 relics. These relics can be assigned to the characters, okay? In this case, he forced me to do the one himself. Well, they are doing the tutorial for me. I'm going to move on from the tutorial and show it to you. Ready? I have already passed the tutorial because then there are a few relics for each class. In this case, I have opened the 3 crystals that they give you for being unclaimable. And I have this one from Thor, which in this case, I am going to assign to my most important character in the cosmic class. Which for the moment, until we make the opening in today's video, because at the moment he is a gallant, in this case, we have to insert some glyphs that, for example, in this case, it is good for me because it increases the anger of those characters. Then we have the Hulk booster, which in this case can be assigned to surely those of the Techno class. And in reality, I'm not going to leave it like that to anyone because I'm not using Techno. And then we have one from Venom that is another from the Cosmic class that we are going to see if we select a character, and in this case not, because we have Galan again. So in this case, what the relics do to you is to improve your character's skills a little and also add, well, so to speak, a striker that you can be launching during the fight that he's going to do to you, such as extending the combo. Okay, so folks, that's the most important thing actually. Unlock the unclaimable. You are already seeing the relics, claimable crystals plus gold crystals and crystalline improvement for free. And being unclaimable, what is the next step? Well, going to 6.1 is okay. In this case, we can be gentlemen, but right now, I'll show you how my account is. Okay, I've been exploring Act 5 that we're watching 100%. I already have Act 1, I have 5.1 100%, and 5.2 is the one I'm going to start right now. In the meantime, I'm automatically interleaving it with Act 4 at 100%. Therefore, for now, I'm not going to go to Act 6 until I have Act 4 and 500%. What do I recommend? If you feel strong, then continue with Act 5 until you reach it. In the end, you have to reach 5.4 and even 6.1. But if you don't feel like it or you can't because it's a little difficult for you, then go explore 100%, both Act 4 and Act 5. Because friends, let's remember that Act 5 has just been awarded prizes. Therefore, we have quite strong prizes as you are seeing, and in fact, it is what we are going to open. Now, yes, friends, we are going to go with the master's degrees. We have a few master's degrees to advance. We have 20 points, and expect that here I have my chop with my main account, which is basically the guide that I am following, and we are going to put them a couple on attack, okay? In this case, we are going to have to be unlocking with this stone course, with this carbonate course, it is valid, and it is where the resources are already increasing more and more. In this case, we need 5, which seems outrageous to me what they ask of us, and that is why the runes are very important. The runes are used both for the mastery and for one's own energies. Okay, so let's unlock 5. In this case, we are leaving 675 runes so that you can see it, and we are going to unlock the precision one, which basically our fighters are going to. More critical force in the attack, there we are, and we are going to put at least a little point in it. Okay, in that case we have 20, so I think that we could even go and raise it to the maximum rank. Okay, it's 5, this one really requires it, and so we would have 10 spent on this one. Well, in this case we would have 5 points spent. It is what we have from the mastery of attack, because right now, as soon as we have this precision increases, we are going to go to the one below, which is basically cruelty, which basically increases critical damage. Therefore, they ask us for another 5 to unlock, and we are going to go to the store to unlock another 5. Okay, there we have 675. We are left with 1689 rules, which seems quite small to me, because if you want to continue with the energy and so on, it will be costly for you. Okay, we put the 5 maximum ranks again. That is the maximum rank of this cruelty that will basically help us in the fight for ours. Critical damage, because it is even stronger. It is more probability that yellow blows will act, and much more strength of those yellow blows. Therefore, these 2 masteries, all the cruelty and precision, are totally key. Okay, we are left with 10 points. We are going to put a little bit in defense. Okay, in this case we are like this, so we are going to put a little bit in here. Okay, in Balsamo we are going to put a little bit in here. I think we are going to put another point in it, which basically means that we, well, do we recover a little bit of life passively for 60 seconds? That does not include the robots. And we are also going to unlock this hyper healing one, since it increases by 5% the amount of life that I recommend the character during the fight through the regeneration effects. But I also think that we can go and unlock the impeccable blockade, because we have a probability of impeccable blockade, and it can be quite good for us, and we don't spend any type of resource. Okay, we have 7 points in impeccable block. I think we are going to leave it at 2, since we don't spend so many perfect runes, and what we are going to put into this master block is the maximum, so that they don't do us as much damage when they hit us in defense. We are going to block the master block as much as possible. Sorry, we are going to unlock it as much as possible, or rather we would have it ready now. Yes, because we have 4 little points left. That what we are going to do is unlock the last mastery of the video of today, which is hyper healing, which is 6 stone cores, so that we also have a little more runes left to continue exploring, well, the following acts or our own. I know where you are going in energy. In this case, I am going to go to side 4 and side 5. Well, we are going to block the, we unlock hyper healing there. And how many points do we have? Well, we have 4 in this case. Well, we are going to take it to the maximum. Okay, in this case we put 1 in this case they are already rules. No, it is not gold for what you are seeing, hyper purification and hyper healing. There we have it at the moment. Today's masters, what would they give in this way? We would still have a point that we are going to see if we can put it in the competitions or something like that. If I have it unlocked to C35 and 1 2 3, look, we could be unlocking this one. If it is not very expensive, it looks perfect to petrify. We are going to unlock the petrification one since we have it, and it is only a petrocore, what they ask us to do. And we put that last point there that I have marked, so that they are 2 little points, okay, in this petrification one we unlock, and that basically reduces the opponent's regeneration rate. So it may be doing us quite well. There we have it. Well done. This way the master's degrees would remain. Today, when I am reclaimable, we have this competency, all this defense, and all this attack in this case, since our characters will have increased considerably in the character's LA, strength, and defense. Look, you're already seeing it. Now, yes, come on, let's go for the opening of all the awards, both from the exploration of Act 4 that I have been doing with the exploration of Act 5 more be claimable. We have Knight's Crystals, we have 5-star crystals of 6 stars. We are going to go for our first 6 stars. We are going to come out first this, which is from the Grandmaster Crystals of 3 to 5 stars. We open it both of 1, and we get 2 3-star characters right now, ours, so to speak. Emphasis, we have to do it towards 5 and 6 stars. Therefore, unless we get a top 4 star, it is no longer worth it. Let's open this 4 star, please. We are looking for Gautier, a Hercules, for example. Yes, it could be serving us quite well. Let's remember that we have some powders that we will see if we use them depending on the 5-star characters that we get. My classic Iron Man, well, we have classic Iron Man, which is not a bad option. What happens is that we have to see what characters come out of us, okay? But I wouldn't upload it, okay, friends? In case you have 5 or 6, we have been left with very few runes from what I'm seeing, and that bothers me a little. But hey, it's what it is, because in the end, we have invested in mastery, which is very, very important. Okay, we don't have anything here. Okay, well, let's go now for the 4 or 5 crystals, which are the legendary crystals. We have 9 crystals, and in this case, we have the probability of getting 5 stars. Very low, they are 20%. Today, I think an 80 blades of 4, so I see it quite complicated. In this case, well, look, we are left with a 5-star rating, but it is not as good as Super Screw, which is not good at all either, which I also remember in this video. In this little opening that you have any link, sorry, in any video, you have the link to my tier list where you can see and check which are the good characters and which are the bad characters. Therefore, if you get a character, no matter how much you like it, whether it is, for example, or Iron Man, since it just came out, can tell you that it is semi-ghost tier, okay? Look, well, look, we have a character of 5, this Case of Abomination, that doesn't help us much, but it's going to help us a little to make an immune to poison, okay? But it's not that important a character. The good thing is that it's 5 stars, and in the end, that's what we're looking for. Ojito Jofixi, Ojito Condenefaria, perfect friends we have. We have Triumph. This is indeed a god tier character above 5 stars. We have a new character to climb to. We will see how it goes because he is a regenerate character. He has massive damage, easy to use. We have analysis on the channel of all the characters, Gothier of the majority, or rather we have analysis on the channel in case you want to check it out, in case you want to learn how to use it. Okay, although this little Ibony man, oh no, this time it's our turn to Prowler. Well, it's okay. For now, we are doing quite well. Well, what? I tell you that although the ceiling analysis under a 6 or 7-star character applies to you the same way of using it, whether 4, 3, 5 stars, okay, we are going to open this one by rotating and the other 4 we do not. We open them from one that I don't want to come out so extensive either. We have Silk. We would have liked that Null Silk more. It is good but it is already 4 stars. Therefore, our hours at the end of the game is 5 and 6 stars. Okay, we are going to go all 4 of 1. And let's see, we have full 4-star and 5-star characters. But hey, with Konden and Faria, that already works well enough for me to continue exploring all the perfect content. What else do we have, friends? We have singles that he has already experienced that. Outside of Karmas, we have a Nexus of 5. What else do we have? What else? What else? What else? Let's see, we have Crystals of the Unreclaimable. Look, we have from the Gentleman. Let's all come out of one. Here we have the probability of a 6-eye character, which can become our first 60-star character. If we are lucky that we get a character 6 here, we will all get out of one voucher, and as soon as the rest is removed from here, we will give it and we will see if we are lucky. Come on, please Kaban, give me a 6-star character or 2 6-star characters, and on top of that, a character who will buff her in May. Folks, we're talking about Phoenix, that they are going to dive her perfectly, and I think they are going to turn her into a very good character. Well, friends, here we have our first 2 6-star Phoenix and our friend Civil Warrior. That one we can run a stupid Veil because it is quite bad. But then we also have 5-star Pride here that is going to serve us a lot, and the others are 4 stars. So now, true friends, we have been quite lucky and we have 2 5-star links that we are going to open. Well, right now, the truth is that we have been quite lucky in this opening. A lot of characters are touching us. Good, and above all, those 6-star Phoenix that right now is worthless. But once they buff it, it's going to be quite top. Okay, well, we're going to open these 3 5-star Nexus crystals that we're going to be able to choose between 3 characters. And here, basically, where we're going is 5-star Hercules. Little I because it has stopped us, but you are not seeing it because the ALOBS has been scratched. But basically, we have landed Dr. String, Dr. Voodoo. The truth is that it is quite bad. I'm going to select Terra X, but I'm going to make a little stop for you to see too. Now you're seeing it. Terra is Dr. Street, Dr. Voodoo. Characters, the truth is that quite bad, and in this case, well, we are going to stay with Terras, which is the only drinkable in that Nexus that is basically going to work for us for defense, because for the attack, the truth is that it doesn't work much either unless it is well duplicated, and due to good singularity, we are going to stop for the second Nexus. Let's see if we get lucky and get a 5-star Gozier. Please make it so. Scorpio of 5 friends. Very well, this Scorpion has treated us 3, 4, and 5 stars, friends. Perfect, because Scorpion is a very good character with pretty good immunities, and on top of that with totally massive damage. Let's go for the last one, friends, please. Another Go tier that works for us to upgrade characters is called Havoc, Captain Marvel, and Kim Monger. In this case, we are going to go for Habo, who has a little strength. It is such a good character, but it can work for you a little, but I'll stick with Scorpion and Count Nefaria, the truth is. Are they going to give me the scientific catalysts to promote these 2 great characters? We don't have anything else around here at the moment. No, it's not perfect because we're going to get the Chipmunk crystals because we have other crystals. Look, Cosmic and Techno. I'm going to get Cosmic and Techno to see if we can fight to go for that Hercules. Okay, it costs the same. And the only thing that differs with the 5 crystals is that here they are only of the Cosmic and Technological class. Okay, in both classes, there are very good characters, but there are also pretty bad characters. Let's see if we are lucky and we get Hulkling with me, Rider, or Hercules, which is the one we are looking for in the end, which is the one with which the content is going to be made very, very simple. We have Phoenix. I can't believe it. Okay, thank goodness. I mean, they double us to Phoenix. Well, we have Venom Pool, Centilo's character, but he needs quite exhaustive development for you to have some pretty decent fights. So in this case, I don't care a little about that character. We have more characters to focus on and give them those singularities, those ascensions. Come on, let's stop it, please. I'm not seeing any Hercules beta reveal. Would also be very good. It has Omega damage. Feeling is also very good. And Ronan may be seeing us like this in some slices depending on the number of improvements the O has 40. So in this case, it is also good. Haven't you heard any Techno? Well, it's okay. We have what else we have. Look, we have Outstanding 6 that we are not going to be opening it because we need 6 characters. What we do have, look, we have 200 chipmunks of 7. That's why I'm telling you that the daily super event is quite good. We're going for these 8 mythical crystals that we have. There's still a 20% chance that we'll touch a 6-star character. You already know that our first 6 stars was Phoenix, which has to do with something that I snorted about in May. I don't know, the account is there. I know, touched by Phoenix, by the Darphenix saga. Please, a good character of 6 Terax again of 5. Okay, we have it duplicated. The theme of the characters is improved a little. Okay, good, 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 good. At the moment, we already know that here a minimum of 5 stars, a maximum of 6 stars. Let's see if we have more luck and get 6-star characters to keep moving forward in Act 5 and Act 4. It's okay because I want to have it 100% before we continue with Act 6 to become gentlemen. We continue, we stop it, and we are going to get that 6 out of 1 than before. We were lucky not to be there. What a shame, it's a 6-star. But we get Baloncesimo out of 5, which is not bad. It's not worth it either, but it's not ideal, okay? We're all going to get out of 1 because we've been quite lucky before, and it has touched 2 6 characters in the 20% probability. There we are, we enter again. Boy, that 6-star Dattler would be spectacular. As soon as it gets here, we'll give it a bang, please. Stars, even if it's only one, just a friend. Oh, he hasn't given us any, but they have given us Venom, they have given us Alman from the future, they have given us Holka, who has given us the most, and the leader. Well, in this case, I stay with Venom and Alman from the future, who are good and judge, who are the most drinkable and the best. We have not been lucky, we have not had any 6 characters. It's okay, friends, because we still have two 6-star crystals around here. Okay, in this case, we are not going to be highlighted because it is true that we need 6-star characters like Maywater, because in this case we only have Phoenix and we have the other. I don't even remember Civil Warrior anymore. He is not a decent character at all. So here I am seeing very top characters like Homehead, Monkey, Scorpion, Guillotine, Eichmann, who would be spectacular, Ultron, who we see the most here from Pull X Force. We have a very good pull. Photon of 6 stars, friends. It would help us a lot in all the Hit Monkey fights. We are also going to see that Scorpion of 6 Prowler is slowed down. I can't believe 6 stars classic Spider-Man can work for us, but he is not such a good character. Well, we've had bad luck on this crystal. Please make this second crystal good. We have Red Guardian out there. We have Lucets out there too, who may be working very, very well for us because of the issues of immunities and so on. Please give me a good character. Don't give me classic Spider-Man. The truth is, we have only had good scientific characters. So, what we are seeing in this small opening, let's see. Please, this will depend on my promotion through Act 4 and Act 5. Let's see. Chicardia not friends. Jubilo neither. And worst 6-star characters that we have had, friends. We haven't had any decent ones. We are going to improve fighters because we have already finished with the A. So with the opening, we are going to filter through the 6-star ones, which at the moment, these are my 6 stars. We have had quite bad luck, Jubilo. We can work a little in terms of efficiencies, and Phoenix damage will help us. But starting in May, which is when they are going to dive it to the civilian character, Warrior is very bad, and Spider-Man can work a little for us. The truth is that we have had very bad luck with the 6 stars. However, with the 5 stars, we have been quite lucky. We see Kitty Pryde, we have Scorpion, and we have Count, which is surely where our ascensions and those of 4 will go. Well, I don't even look at them anymore. So friends, well, in this way, MiniShori would be left in chapter number 7. We are unclaimable, and what I have already told you is that I am going to go for 100% Lacto 4 and 100% of Act 5. So I don't know when I will bring you videos of the next one, well, of the next MiniShori video. So I have always liked the video. Sugyu, so you are, and see you in other videos. Bye-bye.